From the studios of Cromwell Middle School to Connecticut, planet Earth, and the Milky Way, this is CMS Student News.
Good morning, CMS. I'm Noah. Today we have an exciting show for you. Stay tuned to the end of our broadcast when we go to course teacher and play director Mr. Borgeson as he reveals next year's CMS play. Remember, we will speak to Mr. B at the end of our broadcast. While we wait, we spoke to some students around the school and had them guess as what the play might be. Take a look.
School musical.
The Bee Movie. Snow White.
All right.
Beauty and the Beast.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Good morning, CMS. I'm Embar. As many of you probably know, it's March Madness season. If you didn't know, March Madness is the men's college basketball tournament that takes place every March after the regular season. It consists of 64 teams that are selected from various conferences and then seeded based on records and teams they have played.
Traditionally, over 100 million people across the world fill out brackets, attempting to correctly predict the winners of the games. Though it is harder than it seems, saying that the odds of getting a perfect bracket are nearly 1 in 92 quintillion, which is harder than winning the lottery twice. With the conclusion of the first and second rounds, we spoke to some teachers and students about their Final Four teams. Check it out. Mr. Case, who are your Final Four teams?
Houston, Virginia, Gonzaga, Michigan State wins it all.
Mr. Mateus, what are your Final Four for the NCAA?
Well, my Final Four, 2 out of 4 of them are already out. I actually had my 6th graders pick my bracket for me. Duke is still in. Buffalo did not make it. Oklahoma did not make it. And Kentucky is still somehow in it. So we'll see how that works out.
And who are your Final Four teams?
I got Rhode Island. No, I got Duke, Michigan, Virginia, and North Carolina.
All right, thank you.
So, Ms. Romano, what are your Final Four teams?
So I have Duke playing Michigan and Virginia playing UNC.
Okay.
And my final is UNC all the way.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Mr. Jerry, what are your Final Four for the NCAA?
I have Duke, Michigan, Tennessee, and UNC. I have a UNC victory over Duke in the championship, 72-70.
Okay, we're good. So, Ms. Mutterbucks, what's your Final Four teams?
So, I have Duke. That's my winner, right? After the other night, though, I was a little stressed. I have North Carolina. They are really looking good. I'm kind of sad that I didn't pick them. And then I have, I think, Gonzaga maybe reaching the Final Four. And then I have possibly, who is it? Maybe Arizona going to the Final Four. So these brackets, man, I tell you, it is definitely March Madness.
Thank you, Ms. Middlebrooks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, Mason, what are your Final Four?
My Final Four teams are Duke, Texas Tech, North Carolina, and Tennessee.
And who do you have winning?
Duke.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mom, what are your Final Four teams?
Final Four, go Ducks, of course, Oregon.
Yeah.
Duke taking it all. Marquette, no thank you, Marquette. And UK.
All right, thanks.
Go Ducks!
This weekend, the following students participated in Northern Regional Musical Festival. Katie Black Orchestra, Emily Kowalski, and Lori McLean in chorus, and Varsha Raj in band. These students auditioned back in January, and then they were selected after they were given their scores. They had the opportunity to sing and play with all of the other top middle school musicians and singers in the northern region.
Hello CMS, this is Kira from CMS Journalism Club. Today we visited Mr. Glowa's art club. They were working on a really cool project. Take a look.
And the scariness.
Well, we actually have two projects going on right now. They're both going to be hopefully displayed in the school. They're two pretty large-scale projects. Our first one is a large puzzle project. You can work in groups. It's kind of up to the students what they want to do. The second project is going to be a large kind of colorful feather wing project. I won't go into too much detail, but it will probably look really awesome when it's done. So I'm very excited, and that's what we're doing.
Okay. I'm Leah. I'm here at Mr. Glowa's Art Club. So right now they're doing a really interesting project. Annie, would you like to explain what you're doing?
We're doing a puzzle piece where we can create anything on the puzzle piece, and it's like our own, and then we're gonna add them up, we're gonna put them all together, and then we're gonna put them in the hallway, I think.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
In other news, 8th graders in STEM coding are designing their own interactive smartphones. Using code, students create their phones and have to use logic and determination to be able to open and close apps. Students have been working on their phone project for about 2 weeks.
Next week is the last week of quarter 3. With the end of the quarter, students will begin new quarterly classes. There are 4 quarterly classes: STEM coding, art, and health. On April 8th, students should report to the quarterly class they have not had yet. If students are unclear as to what their new schedules will be, they should see Mr. Kiss before April 8th. Students should also get schedule information in Power School.
If you watched Wheel of Fortune this week, you may have seen a familiar face. That was Mr. T. Doan, who is a substitute teacher here at Cromwell Middle School. It appears as though Mr. T won a lot of money and a trip to Portugal. We will be sure to interview him in the future if he returns.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
We go live to Mr. Bergeson with next year's play.
Good morning, CMS. So I am here with Kira Burke and Emily Sullivan, who shared the leading role of Princess Fiona in this year's production of Shrek. So I'm trying to start a new tradition here at CMS where my 2 leading ladies from the previous year's production help me announce next year's production. So without further ado, the 3 of us are going to announce next year's production, which will be, drumroll, Beauty and the Beast!
Well, the 3rd quarter is coming to a close. This will be the last CMS student news produced by Mr. Kiss's 2nd period class.
Let's take a look back at some of the highlights we have.